Hey, good morning, on. Peter should be joining as he will be presenting again. There it is. All right, I guess we can. Yep, good morning, Peter. Peter, do you know, just curious if Paul and Christine just moving forward plan on or intend to join the group, these meetings, or not necessarily, not a priority?
They have to join, but yeah, I'll follow up. Or Chi, can you follow up for us after this meeting? Email to both of them and see where they're at. CC me in the email chain, please.
Thank you for that. Well, good morning, everyone. Yeah, happy Tuesday. Hope all your holiday shopping and festivities are going well. Let's go ahead and just start with a quick win for the week. Let's see, On, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Win for the week. Not so much work related this week, but in the upcoming week. So Medicare season is just ended, the annual enrollment period. So a lot of these companies are having like dinners for their agents, and so there are going to be 2 upcoming dinner parties. The idea is a place to network, and when I'm there, I set myself a goal to, hey, let's talk to these people, not about Medicare, but about lending or real estate, and get some numbers and some connections through it.
Awesome.
So a lot of these people are like 1099s, so that's perfect for our non-QMs.
Awesome. It's great. Yeah, definitely seize that opportunity. That's great. That's a good mindset to have. Build it out for 2025. Great. Let's go with Freddie. Freddie, if you're on, a win for the week.
Hey everyone, good morning. I apologize, my camera's not working, so you won't be able to see me. But yes, I do have a couple things. They're not escrows, but we're planting seeds, right? One of them is kind of related to the previous share. I posted some stuff on Instagram, and one of my CPAs reached out. So we have appointments for the month of January. They're tax preparers, so we want to start networking. So that's a networking opportunity in the books for January. And a potential client agreed to go through the credit repair and refiling their taxes to be able to refi their home, and also there's a home purchase in the same place, so that could be 2 transactions there. Just planting seeds for now.
Awesome, that's great. CPAs are a good network. Freddie, just real quickly, guys. As I've learned the past over 2 years now, being with GivingTree, you're not really just going in there as a mortgage loan officer, right? You're going there as a lender, right? Right. Conventional. Everyone has conventional and USDA, VA, FHA, with jumbo. But then you have the non-QMs, and you have 37 plus outlets. You have land. You have mobile homes. You have commercial, non-QM commercial. You have private money. So you're really going in there as a lender, as an expert in all lending, not just saying, hey, I'm a mortgage loan officer, right? There's a different mindset there. So, hey, if you need any help, we're always here to support. Good luck with that. Yeah, start building it out for 2025. Great. C, a win for the week.
Yeah, for me, it just surprisingly, we're in the middle of December, and my phone's actually been ringing quite a bit. So I'm really grateful for that. And I think that's a good indicator of how the market's doing right now.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, take those phone calls. Always be available. Peter, a quick win for the week, sir.
So it seems like City National Bank is getting behind, going above 70-day closing at this time.
Wow.
They cannot guarantee closing. So a lot of people who are expecting $50,000 came through the LAHD's weekend seminar last weekend. So I was able to capture 3 buyers. Seems like people are just getting a bit delayed. They don't pick up any phone calls or text messages over the weekend anymore. I mean, it's the end of the year too, where we tend to just, take a half, maybe a 1 step behind for the next year. But I think it's surprising that no one picks up. This realtor told me that she was calling 7 different guys and nobody picked up. And I was number 8, but I picked up and I got the deal.
Wow.
It's crazy. I'm crazy too. I don't know why I picked up, but I picked up, and this was person from a long time ago. And I delegated 1 file to C and 2 files to Romy. But I think the continuing business is flowing, moving forward. Yeah.
Definitely during this time of this year, people do get a little lackadaisical. Be aware, awake, just like a good soldier would, right? You never know when good things come. My win for the week, it's actually regarding a program. I hope you guys, as loan officers here, understand really the importance and the necessity to pay attention to your emails and your phone calls, as some of our AEs do a good job of calling out to us, right? I think many times we get in this habit, and this is what I want to share, that we just see things as junk mail, right? I'm sure we are all guilty of it. You see an email come through and you just kind of like, oh, here, delete. I want to clean my earbox out, or you just don't pay attention. So I have a client that's in that was submitted last week. I think I shared this with you. It's a line of credit. It's a P&L line of credit. Okay. It's the only way they're going to qualify. The taxes just don't qualify for a conventional. But after looking at the estimated appraisal value, we're expecting about like 2.1-ish. But it's capped at 75%. So they wanted 300 at least, but we were only able to offer them 210. And I just told them, hey, this is based on the expected or anticipated value of 2.1 million. They weren't happy about it, but look, they had no other choice, and they need the money. Well, so this was with Mega. It was submitted with Mega last week. And then on Friday, as I was going to a holiday party for one of my realtor offices, I get a call from NewFi. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think NewFi has called out to me for about a month or so. I think they call out maybe like once a month. I was driving, I was stuck in traffic, so I decided to pick up the phone. And guess what? You guys only want to take a guess? They rolled out a new HELoan program. Okay, it's a non-QM HELoan. It's a bank statement program. But this bank statement program allows you to go up to 80% LTV, right? And their max is like, I think it's like $1 million. Don't quote me on it, because like QAnic is 350,000. But with NewFi, it goes up much higher. And so we started talking. We intended to go with P&L, and he talked about the bank statements. When I got to my destination, I pulled over, looked at the bank statements. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's over $1 million. There's like $1.6 million in deposits. And I said, hey, what factor do you guys use without a CPA letter? That's a key. And he says 50%. Guys, you guys hear that? 50%. So on 1.6 million, 50% is what? $800,000 a year. That's the income we're gonna need. I only need like 450,000. That's it. 450,000. This is 800. So now I know automatically I don't need a CPA letter, right? For that expense ratio. My DTI is more than sufficient. All I need to do is hope, and I'm gonna get 5% more on the LTV, which on a $2 million, $100,000 more. And here's the biggest kicker, guys. And I'm not crapping on Mega at all or QAnic. They're both great. They've been great. But as I have experience with NewFi in the past, I was gonna make $4,000 at a 10.75 rate with Mega. Okay, So park that. And with Mega, we do get a rebate, so it's going to be 4,000 plus another like 2,500. Okay, so total of $6,500 with Mega. With NewFi, Brenda just priced this out yesterday for me before we submitted. The rate is going to be 10.25. 10.25, and that's a rebate about $5,000. So I'm going to go ahead and just charge this person now $10,000 and cover half of it, right? And they're going to get a lower. So I'm making more on this with a pretty substantial lower rate, 10.75 versus 10.25. I sold him at 10.875 on the client, saying, hey, this is a bank statement program. The rate's going to be a little bit higher. So I already sold him on a higher rate, but NewFi, I guess they don't have higher rates. The max caps out at like 3%. But anyways, what a win, right? I'm going to make more money. It's going to be a little bit easier in that we don't need a CPA to confirm. And it's, because some CPAs don't like writing that the expense ratio is 10% or 20%. And the borrower gets more money and the borrower is going to get a lower rate. That's just a massive win for all parties. So my message to you guys through my win for the week is stay alert, right? Look at those emails. You just never know what you're going to need, right? So I hope you're encouraged by that. Today, actually, Peter is going to, before I hand it off, Peter's going to go over something I think is very, very critical. I think is very, very, it's necessary. Please hear me there. Saying it's necessary to your success in this line of work. I've used this analogy already, guys, right? You work for a company, whether you're W-2 or salaried or hourly wage, whether you work for a restaurant, whether you're working for a manufacturer, Costco, you are in architecture design, you are a doctor or a nurse or a teacher, it doesn't matter, all right? The moment you start your day and you clock in with your employer, every minute is, for the most part, accounted for. You know what you're going to do, right? You're going to get paid on what you need to do every minute or second, for that matter. If it's not even seconds, someone's watching over you, right? And so it's important, as the past few weeks that I've mentioned, that the importance of setting aside time to call out, reaching out clients, reaching out CPAs, Freddie, creating some type of database, right? It's so important for you to do that. Now, to get a little bit granular, and as I'm going to turn the mic over, goal setting, goal planning, goal implementing is so critical in our business, right? Because if you don't have something, a script or a schedule, an itinerary, whatever you want to call it, to work off of, it's easy to get stuck in the vortex of a phone while you're playing a video game for 10 minutes, ends up being 10 hours. We're all guilty of that here. Or whether it's internet surfing or YouTubing or Instagramming, whatever it is, we get in that vortex of just wasting time. And that time that should be spent for you making money. And so I personally, I'm going to admit, I don't like goal setting. I don't like creating a business plan. I don't like it, but I do have one and it keeps me accountable. Okay. So without further ado, I'll hand this over to Peter.